Hola?
I was just bringing my laptop because I want to search for girls with him on JWed, which is great. This is what's called a shidduch resume.
M-A-R-C-H-I-R-S-H. Mordechai Ben Yomis.
Education level. Name of colleges, universities you went to?
Harvard.
Jewish education.
None.
Elementary school?
Elementary school.
Hair color, eye color. Height, body type. Where do you grow up? Siblings? Political orientation? Are you willing to relocate? Do you want to have children? Smoking habits? Profession? Job description? I'm going to need references. What would you say are your personality traits? Are you kind? Generous? Romantic? Where do you like to go out? Favorite music? Physical activity? Favorite pastime? Desired age range? Will you be okay dating a woman who's more religious than you? Acceptable smoking habits? Acceptable height range? What would you call yourself?
Jewish.
Do you believe that God gave the Torah? Do you pray? No, seriously, do you ever look up and you say like, what does the word kosher mean? What's your favorite non-kosher food? Who's the mother of Jesus? Who's the mother of Moshe? Do you study Torah at all?
Religiously, not religiously, culturally, it seems to be an important book.
So you're interested in like a little learning?
Yeah. Strict religious observance was not really a part of my upbringing. I don't go to synagogue. What's important to me is sort of maintaining my identity as a Jew. I'm always searching. If I say that that's what I'm looking for, basically that limits who I'm looking for to what I can imagine. I also play adult Foursquare.
The game is the chase. No, the game is the chase.
There should be something always in the future that you don't have now.
Basically.
Pleasure is very difficult to reason with because you can't reason with pleasure.
Because it's beyond words.
It's beyond words.
You know, the chemistry thing, it's important.
What do you trust? Do you trust that feel? Do you trust that feeling?
It depends according to what.
Everyone makes babies.
And then everybody's happy.
If you don't think that you can see yourself intimately with that person, there's nothing involved.
He was talking about how hot his ex-girlfriend was when he was already engaged to this other woman. I said, if you still feel that way, don't get married. If you still think that there's another woman out there who's going to get your juices pumping the way that your wife should, then just don't bother.
He realized it was me and like his whole voice changed. It made me realize that it was something emotional for him. Until then, I felt like he was talking to me like he would talk to his chavrusa at yeshiva.
You know when the person wows you, and it's not just infatuation, it's just like here.
I felt like some sort of like draw.
You have to find a person that is going to take another person and together themselves, like literally like you're saying, like with that chase, reach each other's potential.
Like a magnet feeling, right? Like you're just being pulled towards this person. You want to be close to this person. The feeling that like you want to hold on to this person, you know? You want to stay with this person.
Judaism is not a crazy religion. Otherwise, I wouldn't have become part of these people, you know? There's just so much. It just never ends. The more you chase after that and you chase after that together, the more you get closer to each other. We're still young, and there is a lot more to do than just talk about things.
Right.
There's definitely reasons that you're careful when you're engaged not to like hang out together in a place where nobody's there for like a long time because at that point you sort of know that like it's going to happen and it's going to be okay.
All day you look pretty, right? All day women, they dress up and they look pretty. But like, and then you get into bed and they look like they're like putting on an evening gown that's just less fabric on it. When you're in bed, you want to like get your husband excited. You want to wear something that's like risque.
How does sex affect the challenge, the chase?
There are people who just want to have a one night stand. Are you familiar with that?
Is there a J one night stand website? When somebody's walking around in public, I mean, the first thing your senses pull in is what they look like.
True story. He dated this really hot chick. She was hot. From like super like hot and like bitchy hot. You know, like bitchy hot.
What's sexy? Women, any kind, don't discriminate.
Is it, a physical thing? Is it
Confidence.
It's what?
Confidence in women.
Confidence?
Yes.
Or women spend their whole lives trying to figure out what men think is sexy and miss the boat altogether. Slutty, short mini skirts, high heels, boots that go up to your pipik.
Guys really like that kind of stuff.
Like, that's not like lingerie, that's a costume.
Are you into costumes?
The sneeze dress, it turns him on. Just like men wearing kippot turns me on.
Remember like when we were in Shiva, we talk about like how the base Yaakov uniform in and of itself isn't sexy, but like there's something about women who don't show you what's underneath, I guess.
Insecurity and self-esteem are the #1 reasons why people dress the way they do. Because you think you look good unless I perceive you as insecure.
That there's part of you that only he gets. And no one else gets to, you know.
You do the costume, it takes so long to put on, but you leave it on. See, you put on this other lingerie, it takes you 5 minutes to put it on. It takes you 2 seconds to take off, and it's on the floor. It takes 2 seconds.
I agree with that.
And what's the point?
This industry you see it the most because if it's January and it's -10 out, why are you wearing that?
You have to draw certain conclusions. People's actions mean something.
Talking about things are very important because we nurture a part of a relationship that it has nothing to do with physicality.
Here we have this really, really cute guy telling us that it doesn't matter how you're dressed. What matters is who you are inside.
So this guy's not being honest with you.
He's not being honest with me?
You know what they say about masturbation? 99% of guys masturbate, the other 1% lie.
I think he's telling the truth.
But what's the truth?
It's just physicality gets a sticky business here, you know? It's who you are, it's not what you are. A woman, after she has 5 children, doesn't look like when she was 18.
86421.
Yeah. Ariel and Eliab and Joseph, David and Daniel. My Ariel.
I'm married 10.5 years, and I have 6 children, thank God. 9, 8, 6, 5, 3, and 14 months.
My husband is from Iran, and I'm from Venezuela. We're completely different cultures. Until I was 18, I didn't speak English. We would have never have been able to have a conversation. Can you imagine if we had met before then?
You have to meet somebody at an age where you can communicate properly with them, whether it's literal language or just where you are in each other's lives.
You gotta confront yourself eventually, and then when that happens, life changes and things change and things go into motion. What does God do all day long, do you know? You know his job is actually to match people together. So just give him a prayer so that way that you find her sooner or later, because she's waiting somewhere for you.
Here's Rachel.
What are you making? Why there's so many people and each person needs to connect to the right person?
I mean, why can't just any 2 random people connect? And people have these complex, molecular shapes that just fit together a certain way.
Someone I could see also having a good time and want to marry someone who is just going to, want to stay home and, read the book,
So we have shapes to our souls?
God's initial light was not able to create a world because the various vessels, the various levels, were not able to work together.
Oh, God. The levels.
Ultimately, God is one.
If all those vessels in the previous world had worked together, they would have been able to contain the light.
Through that type of experience and that type of bond, you're able to experience at some level that concept of oneness.
But that's what I don't understand. Then why isn't like an orgy okay?
That'd be your dream, wouldn't it?
That should be one. You're taking 10 people and connecting them together.
Well, they're different. They're different because they're different kinds of connections.
Why did God make pleasure the strongest thing if that's not the thing we're supposed to listen to?
It gives us a motivator, like a propeller to keep going sometimes.
There's the husband and wife connection. There's the circle of friends and influence and people you know. There's the Am Yisrael connection, where we say all of Am Yisrael is really one soul, and then there's the connection of people throughout the whole world, and then there's the entire universe, which is ultimately, one thing. It's all part of Hashem.
It's beyond physicality.
So everything is connected.
The way I experience Hashem is through my emotions, through sex specifically.
100%.
Bartender's the best therapist and psychiatrist in the world.
Some of them are just...
It freaks me out people who are sane.
I feel like to have
Want to know what I find attractive? Me.
I really think that the magic of that night cannot be captured with lingerie.
Well, it could be something to film.
What does that mean? It can't be captured. I feel like there's
what I'm
so many
gonna do.
questions. I'm like a boy on Christmas morning.
Cover on my soul. Please say that you can come inside. I can tell you, darling, all these things are true. She told me she can't wait to find you. What's it gonna take to make you see? What's it gonna take for you to believe me that I'm deep inside the part that never dies, the part that still believes?